live and direct from the outer world. I don't know, wherever the hell we're from.
Do you know where your children are? 10 lords a leaping.
Oh, man.
I had to explain that song to my kids. They were like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
And we got to 7. Is it 7 lords leaping? There's 10 ladies waiting, I think, or 10 lordy ladies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I got to 7 and they were done. They're like, "I don't like this song."
On tonight's episode of Josh Still Needs Some Beard Products. Coach does too. We could save you 30% off until New Year's Eve at 11:59. BigSexyBeardBrand.com.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
We should make a TikTok dance to that song.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What is up, everybody? If you are watching live, it is Saturday at 6 o'clock. If you're watching in the future, well, hello, in the future. How about future yous? How you doing?
Future you.
I hope future me is rocking it out.
The future's in your hands.
This is the last podcast of For Music Lovers Only of 2023. We're going to talk the best of 2023. And we've got Sontia over to beside me, Coach down below me. Do you like how I said over beside me instead of trying to? That was snazzy.
Say to my left. And your right.
It's right on the screen over here. So that's
why I said you say to my left and to your right if you're watching it. Sontia Soul.
That's where I'm at. Lefty, righty.
Yeah.
Righty, Lucy.
And no matter what, if you're watching, I'm down below.
Yeah. You got any shows coming up?
No.
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
None that I know of.
None that I know of.
Yeah, we all know they just show up.
Sometimes in an open jam, there's plenty of those.
Oh, there's going to be an open jam tonight at Oddfellow Hall with the Josh Estrada. It's going to be there.
Not me.
Crazy. It's going to be crazy. I know it is.
Coach has got middle of the road podcast.
Yep. 6 people listening. It's been good. No.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. Yeah, I know you do. It's been fun. It's been a different couple shows, but we're having a blast getting ready for the new year, trying some new stuff, and we might call ourselves the middle of the road show. You know what I mean? We just might switch it up and go crazy
up on everybody.
And I might be, might start calling myself player, not coach.
Put me in the game, coach.
New name for a new year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's up, player?
But it was a good Christmas, good quiet Christmas. The change of 2024. There's going to be some big changes. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
So, like I said, what last minute homework? Give us some advice. My free advice for 2024 for everybody is read the room. Definitely read the room. Posted this earlier. Just make sure you're sharing your wins and losses and dreams and goals with the right people.
Yeah.
Mine's don't look for good people. Be a good person, and you'll pretty much find them. Everybody goes around looking, whether that's love or friendship or I don't even know. Just in general, just be a decent person. And I sometimes it doesn't always seem that way, but eventually, whatever's supposed to happen will happen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is like for 2023, community was super important for me. I got kind of isolated there for a minute, and then I was able to get back into community, and I made a mistake and looked at the news today. And
scary.
there's so many, we're all so at each other about different ideologies and how people think, and everybody's a narcissist and everybody's control freak, and men ain't shit and women ain't shit. And when it all comes down to it, when it gets down to the nitty gritty, we need each other. So we need each other. So just recognize that we need each other, and at some point we might need each other more than we know that we need each other. So just because your Republican neighbor comes over and needs some sugar, you can't be like, oh, you're a Republican, you can't have any sugar. Like, that's stupid. Quit that shit.
A lot of people missing the point of it all. That is, it's than ever these days.
My community is supposed to only be people exactly like me that think exactly like I think.
Yes.
That's kind of, I mean, I've always kind of been that way. I need to hang around more people like me. I hang around too many people the opposite of me, just because where we live, some of the way I think is just the opposite of a lot of how it was.
Yeah.
So
I can see that. But yeah, we have a mixed bag in my neighborhood too. So we just, hang out and go home. And if somebody then people pitch in, and then that's it.
I used to say I hate everybody equally, and now I try not to say, I'm trying to get really closer to the love everybody equally. It was kind of a joke I had some time where I was kind of like you, and I just wanted people to get the hell away from me. And now I kind of want to hear people's story and like to talk to people and enjoy a good I've always enjoyed a good conversation, but now I'm looking for more new good conversations.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them out there.
Oh, there is. If you look, like I said, if you look for it and you're open to it, they're out there. If you walk around shut down and look like an asshole or a person that nobody would want to talk to, and that doesn't mean, me and Josh got big goofy beards. Well, his is way bigger than mine, obviously. But if you walk around with that smile that he has, people are going to see it. If you walk around with a frown, it's not about what you look like most of the time, it's how you are. So if you look like whatever you think is your self-image issue, but you walk around with that same attitude, nobody wants to talk to you, man. No, I don't want to talk.
I didn't have one, but now I do.
I don't mean that towards you. I don't mean that towards you. I'm talking about a lot of people look down on us guys. Well, I mean, I'm, but when I have my big giant beard, or people with beards, or whatever it is, I mean, it don't matter what it is, color your skin or fucking wear a dress, it don't matter. But usually if you got a smile and you treat people good, you'll get through it.
Yeah. Some of my best friends are people that I never would have just talked to naturally. We just had a conversation, and it's like, oh, you're not a murderer. I thought you were a murderer.
You seem like the kind of person, if I did, you would help me bury a body. I like you.
I got the shovel.
You are.
Well, who went first last time? Do you remember?
I think Sontia went first last time.
Is the wheel just gone? Or are we just
the wheel was rigged, not by me.
I think we don't like it no more, or I don't know.
Yeah, it seemed to be very predictable.
2024, down with the wheel.
Well, maybe we'll come up with something else. We'll come up like a beanbag toss or something, or like drop a ball, a planko thing, that lands in a bucket. I don't know.
Maybe we can get a celebrity to like draw our name from a hat.
Hey, I'm still waiting to hear from Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
shit. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, no.
You promised some dudes.
We need a little Vanna White.
Josh, why don't you go first for the last episode of the year, brother?
Yeah, you always go last.
Throw me under the bus. All right.
I don't think this year we're going to steal anybody's songs on this category.
Yeah,
I think we're going to be way off and way all over, different on the board.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't have enough time for an honorable mention. So, number 5 is Richmond, north of Richmond, that Oliver Anthony music. I really like that song. It's an old theme in all of
that was my old mention.
Yeah, I was gonna put that down, and then I was like, no, everybody's gonna say that one.
Yeah, but
that's why I didn't. I just wanted as my honorable mention in case somebody didn't say it for some reason.
I had to go with it because it's a reoccurring theme. Reminds me a lot of old Charlie Daniels, theme, like even
I'll be honest, the very first time I heard that song, I really thought it was kind of a complete right-wing Republican song. And then honestly, the more and more and more and more you listen to it, it's really like literally a middle of the road song, because you can take negative things out of it from, you know, a Democrat side or a whatever you want to call the welfare thing he talks about. But he's really just talking about people that do work hard, that don't have enough for as hard as they work. And that's all of us. That's everybody right in the middle for damn sure. Yeah. You know, it feels like we should probably be a little further ahead than we are. And you're watching government and all these things get bigger while we're struggling more and more. It kind of relates to everybody. It's a powerful song. I mean, as much, yeah.
And I kind of watched him a little bit, not, you know, to the great extent, but, you know, he still trying to keep grounded in this, you know, overnight success, you know, I mean, viral.
Yeah.
You know, immediate.
If you listen to him talk, it's crazy. He preaches like, he preaches right now, but like hard work and all these things, you know, he's not skewing nobody one way or the other. He said, I'm not going to no rallies and, you know, salute, no, you know what I mean? Endorsing nobody. I don't want, you know, my opinion shouldn't be who, you know, I just think about what I feel.
Yeah,
I was talking more towards like concert tickets. He's trying to keep the concert tickets not being price gouged because of his popularity. You know, he's trying to keep them. And that's what I've been kind of watching. I tend to ignore the rest of the stuff.
Seems like a good dude.
But my number 4 was the newest I found. It's One Last Robbery by Tyler Hates Life, and it's got a Juice WRLD. The chorus is like from Juice WRLD. I was playing it. The kid comes running in, Dad, why are you listening to Juice WRLD? And I'm like, I'm not. It says Tyler Hates Life right here, and I mean I can relate to the name, you know. And but it's got samples of it, but he splices it with a little Metallica, James, the guitar part, the James James Hetfield part of the song. And
I listened to that one today. It was a good song, man.
Yeah, that's a good song.
And then number 3 is, like I said, the top 3 were kind of tough to get where I wanted it. It's Okay by Atmosphere. And that's So Many Realities Exist Simultaneously is the album that came out 2023. He kind of sprinkled them out, but they did. It's a band. Atmosphere is the band. Slug and Ant are the main characters of the band. And I've seen him live a couple times. I've been listening to him for years now, and just real down to earth, you know. Number 2, which I don't know if you've heard this one. I think I've brought her up in a few episodes, but she's this song is really powerful. Jericho by Inikio.
Oh,
that's the one.
Battleship.
You sunk your battleship. You guys let me go first.
That's true. I said it wouldn't happen. You better do some quick scrambling, Sontia.
I
don't know. The first time I heard it on a TikTok, and it just grabbed me. The lyrics and her voice, and then so I mean, I can't get into a lot of her other music, but that one really does it.
Oh yeah, she's a powerhouse, and just.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You go ahead, because I'm still looking.
I just said I seen her on that today and read a whole thing about it, but for some reason didn't click on the song when I was looking at new songs. But obviously it was pretty highly rated. So
number 1 is Nako Bear from the album Trenches, and Okay, and basically the reason why I put Jericho Jericho was where it was at, because I had 2 songs named Okay. And so, but the Nako one just really grabbed me. You know, I watched, he used to do some like just shorts on YouTube, and where he was just playing the piano and singing. And so I watched the short where he kind of wrote the song. And so I kept waiting. Almost 2 years, I think, before he released it this year. And, you know, the production version. And I still love the raw version, just him and the piano, because he's got an amazing voice. And but the production version was pretty epic too, and I really enjoyed it.
Sweet.
That's it.
That's my top 5.
Who's next? Paper, rock, scissors for it, or what are we doing?
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
What was yours? Is you got a knife going
Hatchet.
there?
Hatchet.
That's it.
Hatchet. I mean, I got paper going. What was yours? I can't
Mine
quite.
is also paper.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
One,
1, 2,
3.
3. Okay, like for real. 1, 2,
3.
3. Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right.
All right, that was, maybe we'll have to do that from now on.
As long as there's not too much lag, it
I
might
don't.
work out.
I feel like we went slow enough to quite keep up with that one. She could have took advantage because I felt like she had a second there. Anyways, so since you took my honorable mention, I'll use a new one, which is Still Trippin' by Bubba Sparks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just freaking, I don't know, man. It reminded me of all that Paul Wall 2008-esque type music, which is then what led me to my next two songs. Number 5, which is, I don't know if, and I listened to probably 4 or 5 of his songs, and he's pretty, it's country, but it's not country. It's Louis the Singer, and this one's featuring Paul Wall, Down Here, and
Oh yeah.
the freaking the solo by Paul Wall in there is like old school, just bad as hell, but he's got a little belly going on with this gold suit or gold shirt and cowboy hat, and Paul Wall's the shit. So number 4, also featuring Paul Wall, is That Mexican OT, Johnny Dang. Just kind of reminded me again, I got into this little hip-hop trip after that, and or rap or whatever, and my son came out when I was playing that, and he's like, yeah, he blew up a couple months ago because of that song. And he didn't even know who Paul Wall was before that, and then it made him go on a Paul Wall research. I said, yeah, that's my boy, yep, real. Number 3 is Meeting the Master, Greta Van Fleet. I watched something where I don't remember who it was from one of the old rock bands was listening to their stuff. It's like, oh, they're just, copying and blah, blah. And I think what they are doing is replicating a sound that they freaking heard and loved, and bringing back music that people like me that love that sound, that have all heard all of those songs, now get to hear new badass songs with that same feel and music. And it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I think those young dudes they're getting a little weird, but whatever, man. They're making some badass sound. I mean, this one, I don't think this album was quite as good as the one before, to be honest with you, but they had 3 or 4 songs that were just like, holy shit, how does somebody that young, that inexperienced in the world write that power? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, all music is stealing from somebody else.
Oh yeah, and that's what
done.
I hate when they hate on, especially like they're trying to pull away an audience from some dudes that are really paying homage to a sound. I mean, like I said, everybody samples or steals or whatever, and they're not stealing no direct music. That's what nobody can get them for. They're writing their own stuff with a feel and a sound that's been done before. So what, And honestly, some of their shit's better.
I mean, you're inspired by somebody, and if you have a particular inspiration, you generally, especially when you start playing that artist, like that's how you start becoming a musician, is through that artist, then your stuff's going to sound the same.
I don't get that
until you get your own feet.
That's why I don't get why somebody would hate on that. So anyways, that was there. A lot of stuff they do is awesome, but that's a good song. My number 2 is actually a guest on my show, and he's an Atlanta-based artist, and we've talked about him. I don't think I did this song. I think I did What a Day on the other show. But anyways, it's Gus Glasser, Afternoon Again. And way that song starts out, and it's not even one of his bigger songs. I mean, and he's not obviously a big musician, but he's got some way bigger songs, with a lot of traffic and stuff. And this is one of the lower, and I think it should get more because the way it opens up is genius. It's got like a hip-hop, jazz, funk feel, like all mixed into the start. It's just a cool ass song. So get a chance, go listen to it. And then my number 1, and today was honestly my first day to hear this song, but it's just I'll hear it for a long time. It'll be on my playlist, and it's Savage by Eminem and Lil Wayne. And it came out like 2 months ago or something. And
okay. I haven't heard it.
I hadn't either. And then that's the song actually that led me on this weird, and I had to make sure, because it's a live video, of them, but then there was all these AI remixes that were some ones that I'm like, I mean, I wish they would have made that, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thank you.
Last list.
My last,
A lot of new ones.
I'm done. That's my last list.
Yep. Last list of the year.
Last
year.
list for 2023. Out. So yeah, when I was making my list, and I was telling you guys, when I was making my list, I realized that I completely missed everything going on in 2023. Like I just was like, this is the music that's in 2023 right now. I haven't heard of any of these people. I don't know what's going on. I'm still stuck in 1999. That's my fault, but it was better era. Anyhow, everybody will be very disappointed to know that Nickelback did not make any music in 2020.
That's what I was almost going to start with. That did they do anything, or did they hook
did
up with
nothing.
anybody, or do?
Oh, no.
God dang it!
Yeah, their last album was just right at the end of 2022, and I was like, I should put it in there, but it won't be fair to the people who made music in
You can make that
2022.
your honorable. You can make that your honorable
Yeah.
mention.
Lucy.
San Quentin. That's what I was gonna say, but I was like, nah, just let it go, because as everybody knows, I love Nickelback so much, and I wanted to put them in here, but I'm not even gonna mention them.
So you like Nickelback, and Josh likes Dimebag, so I gotta, you know, and I'm a 50 Cent guy, so
all these coins.
Get rich and die trying.
I'm not a big dollar bill guy. If I'm out, no.
Okay, so first on my list is going to be Teddy Swims.
Ooh yeah.
Lose Control.
Ooh yeah.
Just because Teddy Swims is amazing. Just
Yeah.
period. I just like every time I'll be like, man, if he sings one more note, I'm going to get pregnant. Like I know. Like just stop. I'm not ready. Teddy.
Well, I'd never heard of him until Rudy Love Jr. did a show with them somewhere, opened up for him, and so I was like, I got to see who this cat is. And so I mean, I listened to him, and the first one that grabbed me is I don't think it was 23, but Someone Who Loved You. But you know, I mean, I was going through the thralls of it all at the time, so I was like, oh, that stings.
It's like, oh my god, yeah. Lose Control does that too.
That's
Lose
what Dido does to me. Oh.
My next one, it came out right at the beginning of 2023, and I was fine. Like I hadn't gone through anything at all, and so I just kept turning it off. I was like, why does this song keep coming on? And it just followed me everywhere I went. It was Flowers by Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, and everybody's like, oh my God, this song is the greatest song in the world. And I was like, it won't leave me alone. I don't know what's going on. And then Shoe dropped. And then I was like, oh my God, I really can't buy my own self flowers.
Yeah.
And
I buy myself flowers too.
I can buy myself flowers. I don't even like flowers. Well, I like some types of flowers. But it really was. 2023 was kind of an empowerment time for women too, because I've noticed that on my list are just like a lot of strong women. Like the next one is
a ton of women on there. I felt bad that I should have had some women on there. And
I'm glad you guys had some men, because I don't. Teddy Swims just got on here because Josh was fine. So there you go. Mary J. Blige is my girl. She is my girl. And so she came up just out of nowhere after I'm sitting here crying about buying my own flowers. And she's like, I Still Believe in Love is what her song is.
Yeah.
And like I listened to it a couple of times and I was like, I guess you're right. And so that was it. Mary J is she's an inspiration. She's a champion. She's a big hitter. And she gets a lot of credit, but I don't think she gets as much credit as she deserves for everything that she does. Next is going to be Doja Cat.
I've heard of the name, but
she's a rapper.
Yeah, she's got some good music, and she's a pretty powerful chick too. I mean,
yeah. I was just minding my own business, and the hip hop awards, the Grammy hip hop came out. And that's where I actually first started paying attention to her, like a couple of months ago. And I was in the front room and this song Demon came up, Demons. And essentially what she's talking about in this song is it's like a response to people like not liking her or hating her, and then she's been called satanic and all sorts of different things. She's like, oh, you want satanic? And between the song and the video, she doesn't say anything actually about demons. It's all about coming up. It's all about getting your paper. It's all about getting your money. And how do you like me now?
Yeah.
And my kids are horrified that I love Doja Cat. Like, it disturbs them quite a bit. But yeah, she's
definitely gonna have to give him a listen then.
Yeah, she's like, stop it. Just stop, Mom. You don't like these sorts of things. Go back to Elvis.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my last one is going to be AJR. They came out with a whole album, Maybe Man. And there's this song on here. And I actually wrote a whole post about how much I love this song called 2085. And essentially this song starts off just fun and bubbly, and then they're like, hey, it's 2085 and we're old as shit, whatever. and you're thinking you're going for this like really sweet, lovable ride, and then they start talking about just how you're older, you were trying to figure everything out. Now fuck it, this is who you are, so just live with that. And then the lead singer's dad, I do believe it's the lead singer's dad, is dying. And so there's this part to where it just goes into this chorus of it's please, oh my God, I can't think of what it is, but he's like pleading for his dad to stay because he's all that he's got. And it just reminds me of all the people that we lose either through death, or people that we lose because of circumstances or whatnot. And it's just an amazing song just all together. So that's my actual favorite song in 2023.
Nice.
And AJR, every time they put out
an album out, man, I love them.
Yeah. So that's my list.
Yeah.
Good
list. Good list. I'm ready to listen to some music.
Yay.
Crank 'em up tonight.
I want to go check out that AJR literally the minute we shut this off.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's my favorite song, and Inertia that's on there is good.
I got to give a shameless plug before we go. My buddy owns a chicken shop called Chuck's Chicken, and I went and finally tried it today. And I got the number 3 Cajun or Nashville hot, which is, I do hot and spicy good, and they go up 3 more levels, and it had me sweating.
Nice. Okay. Where's it at?
It's, it's Pawnee and Meridian, right? He owns the Bullet Stop as well. So it's connected to that. He's a high school buddy of Josh knows him.
Eating chicken and shooting. Yeah.
Chicken and ammo.
He offers all the time. I texted him or messaged him when I was going over there today. I said, hey, are you around either shop today? I'm coming over to finally try your place, because for the first 8 months he was open, I didn't eat chicken. So I'm only, a month in. Yeah. So, but it was, man, it was a badass sandwich, and it was good. Yeah. The whole family liked it. It was it cost money, but some of these small places do, they all cost money, but it was worth it. So
right on.
Okay. And it's called what now?
Chuck's Hot Chicken.
Chuck's Hot Chicken.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Now I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for amazing time. Let's see, before we get on here, almost a year, January 14th, it'll be a year of this podcast. So that's pretty epic.
How long have we been together, the 3 of us? This is what, our 12th or 13th episode together, something like that. 8th, 10th, 12th.
Is it really?
Yeah,
it flies. I don't know. I'd have to do some counting.
Yeah,
well, I think we're getting up there pretty quick. So I think if we were dating, we'd have to be talking about where this is going. I'm just saying.
I don't know how y'all be dating, but that's too quick for me.
I'm not talking
All right,
about
thank you guys. We'll see you next year.
Happy New Year. Peace, y'all.